Hi Scorpio, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm going to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Scorpio out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind also the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, Scorpio, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Scorpio? Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, you are starting with the Ace of Wands. You have the Elemental of Pentacles. Now that would be like the Page of Pentacles. It is in the reverse. And coming out together, we have the Fool along with the Seven of Pentacles reverse. All right, so it looks like you've had some sort of a very passionate new beginning. You might be wondering, is this new beginning, is it only about the passion, or is this person trying to invest in the connection? Because I do see you feeling like this is a little risky. There's some kind of a risk. It's a brand new beginning. You kind of stepped out on the limb and you don't quite know how that's going to go. Are they going to invest or are they not? Should you invest or should you not? So let me look at the person who's in your energy. Show me who is in Scorpio's energy. All right, we have the Elemental of Swords. That would be the Page of Swords. We have the Three of Wands. And we have the Novice of Swords, and that would be the Knight of Swords. So I feel like this person's been watching you for quite some time. They've been looking to see, what you're up to, what you're doing. Are you willing to, meet up with them, willing to have a connection with them? Because they are in this waiting energy. They're now waiting to see what you're going to do. I do feel like they've made contact with you. And I feel like they're on the up and up with the Knight of Swords here. I do feel like when they finally did come in, because they waited for a long time, I feel like they came in kind of impulsively, but truthfully. So let me see the energy between Scorpio and this person. Yeah, I'm getting the energy of somebody who kind of sat in the wings for a minute, wondering, when it would be right to come towards you. Nine of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the energy between the two of you, you have a very single, independent energy. There's an energy here of feeling you have options. You're aware of this. There's either this person is chasing you or there was someone else who was chasing you at some point. I do feel like you're very attractive, very independent. So I feel like this is a single energy. And with the Five of Pentacles here, this person, they've been watching you feeling like they were left out in the cold. I feel like they feel there's a lot of competition for your energy here. This person may not be financially set. And it looks like they've been watching you since like fall. Let me see, show me what's affecting this connection. You're coming across, or at least from their viewpoint, Scorpio, they almost feel like you're unattainable. Like they have to wait in line to get your attention. The Six of Swords. So there's forward movement here, but there was some kind of chaos. And that chaos affected their ability to come towards you. This is why they were waiting. There was something that was being, something that was full of chaos that was being basically dismantled, taken apart, burnt to the ground, in order for them to move forward, in order for you to move forward. But I see that forward movement happening, but in the background we have this chaos that is being dismantled. But I feel like you've moved forward from something, and they were waiting for you to move forward from it. Show me the outcome. Show me the outcome. the Four of Cups. You're not sure if you want to invest in this connection. Yeah, you're just not quite sure. Yeah. There's a little sense of boredom here. There's a little bit of a sense that, you know, you're not sure if this is the right person for you. That's why this person feels like, you know, there's this barrier between you and them. And they feel like, you've got these walls up. But I feel like you're just trying to figure out if this is something you actually want to be involved in, because you are obviously moving away from something that was extremely chaotic and you just want peace. You want peace in your life. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. That's underlying energy, and that tells me you do have a lot of options, and they're aware of this as well. But not every one of those options is going to be something that you want to invest in. It also tells me that you're trying to figure out if this is an option that you want to invest in. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Ace of Wands here? You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, so we have the Ten of Cups reversed, and we have the Strength card. All right, so I do feel like you were very unhappy in whatever this previous situation was. I think it took a lot for you to move past this. I think that you have been doing a lot of work on yourself, which is why you're showing up here as being so strongly independent. So I feel like you're a very strong, independent person. I feel like you do have a lot of options, Scorpio. And so this person feels like, you know, almost like, what chance do I have? I'm in line. I don't know. It's bringing up their insecurities. Why is the Elemental of Pentacles here in reverse? Knight of Wands and the Two of Wands. Yeah, you might be choosing to go in another direction. Some of you are making plans to travel. But I feel like you just don't know about this person. You don't know if this was like a one-off deal, or if you should even invest in this. So I feel like you are enjoying your freedom. You're enjoying having options. Some of you are traveling. Let me see. Or making plans to travel, perhaps. Some of you may have met this person when you were traveling as well. Show me the bottom energy for Scorpio. All right. Three of Pentacles reversed. Ten of Pentacles. And the Knight of Cups reversed. So yeah, you're not wanting to get tied down right now. You've just recently come out of something, it looks like, that has been, it was chaotic. I see the ending of some sort of a foundation, the ending of a contract of some sort. I do feel like you have a very strong support system, either close friends or family or both. And I do feel like, you know, there was something that happened between you and this person, but you're just not sure that you want to invest in it. You could also have family or close friends that are saying, no, are you sure that's what you want to do right now, Scorpio? You just came out of this other chaotic relationship. So I see you holding back emotionally, and maybe kind of thinking to yourself, yeah, I don't know if that's the right person for me or not. Let me look at their energy. Show me the Elemental of Swords for the person in Scorpio's energy. Show me the Elemental of Swords for the person in Scorpio's energy. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. We have the Six of Swords. Now that's at the center of the reading. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so this person definitely wants to move forward with you. They definitely do. Be careful that it's not for financial gain, though, because I feel like this person might have some financial difficulties. So just make sure. If so, I do see them coming into some money, which is good. But this person may have invested in something that failed them in some manner. they're moving on from it, and I do feel like they will be financially stable. But with regard to you, I feel like this is somebody that's watching to see, are you going to invest? And I don't think you are going to. And they're feeling that. They're feeling that. They feel, you know, like you're putting up these walls, these blockages, like they have to wait in line. But they definitely want something with you. They definitely do. They know that peace is your priority. Let me see the Three of Wands. You could be dealing with somebody that is in the IT or tech field or does a lot of computerized work. All right, Page of Pentacles reversed, the Lovers in reverse, and the Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah. So Page of Pentacles reverse is in your energy. They don't know what you're going to do, but they feel it. They feel that you're not as interested as they are. It makes them feel powerless. Yeah, they don't want to fight. They're avoidant of fighting, so that's probably good. And they're aware that, you know, your peace is what's your priority right now. But they do feel that you might be choosing someone over them. So, you know, they're kind of just still waiting to see what you're going to do. Novice of Swords. Show me the Novice of Swords. Show me the Novice of Swords for the person in Scorpio's energy. Five of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Yeah, this person, they want something with you, definitely. They want something solid. They want something that is grounded, that's stable. But they feel like basically that your boundaries are up so high that they can't cross them. So they're feeling abandoned. They're feeling rejected. But I don't think it has anything to do with them. I feel like it's where you are in life right now. Let me look at the energy between the two of you. I mean, this person, they want something with you in the worst way, but they feel rejected by you. Show me the energy between Scorpio and this person. And honestly, you have to do what's right for you, Scorpio. I mean, I get that. You could be dealing with a Gemini here. Gemini is pretty strong. I see Libra, Aquarius energy as well. All right. We have you may have met this person when you were traveling or on a mini vacay or something of that nature. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands. We have the King of Swords reversed and the King of Cups. Yeah, so I do feel like you are looking for somebody. Your heart is open. I do feel like you are looking, but you have a lot of options here. You were looking at this person as an option, but at the same time, and there was this initial attraction, but at the same time, you might not feel this person's on the up and up, and I can tell you right now that they're feeling like you aren't. like you offered, you know, emotion, but it wasn't what they wanted. Now, they could come back towards you. If they feel you moving away from them, they may come back towards you in an angry way. But it won't last because they don't want conflict, and they know that you're not going to put up with conflict. I do see communication going back and forth, but I feel like ultimately it's going to kind of piss you off, and they're going to feel hurt and rejected, and that's going to make them angry. It looks like it's going to create something of a tower moment for them. Let me see the Six of Swords. But I really think that a lot of this has to do with where you are in your life right now, Scorpio. Show me the Six of Swords. Show me what's affecting this connection. Yeah, there it is. Four of Cups again. That's in your outcome as well. We have the Six of Coins, and we have the Death card. Yeah, you just want a balanced connection. And quite honestly, you know, this might have been good for a moment. You gave it a shot. But I feel like this is not what you're looking for. I feel like you've learned a lot of lessons from the past, and I feel like you just don't feel like there is a true deep love connection here. So I feel like you're going to move towards whatever is most peaceful. You definitely do have options. Currently, there's options as well. You also have a lot of responsibilities, Scorpio. And I feel like, you know, sometimes you don't, sometimes with all the responsibilities you have, you struggle to find balance. Now, I see this ending. I feel like this person has been kind of waiting to see what you're going to do. I feel like they pushed the subject a little bit here. And it's at that point that you're like, no, this is not for me. And I do feel like, you know, it's going to make them a little bit angry. But I don't feel like there's going to be a lot of conflict with it. I really don't. It might be a little bit, but this person is avoidant of conflict. Show me, but honestly, I just feel like you think this is not the right connection for you, and you might not even be ready for a full-blown connection right now. Because I see somebody here that is kind of enjoying being single. Show me the outcome. Show me the outcome for Scorpio. Show me the outcome for Scorpio, please. All right, we have Justice. We have the Four of Pentacles reversed. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Strong Libra energy here as well. I mean, this person's definitely, you know, they're definitely focused on you, but they feel like they have to wait in line to get to you. And they are aware that you have other options. And I don't think you're hiding that from them either. So ultimately what I see is that you're kind of bored with the situation. You're releasing this situation. You're working on your own stability here. And you don't feel like this is a stable connection that keeps your interest. So I feel like you are going to end this. I think that a lot of you, you know, are kind of pulling back emotionally from this. It's like you gave it a shot, you gave it a try, but you're like, yeah, this isn't what's for me. Some of you might be moving towards a Libra because I do see you have quite a few options here. So I do feel like you're letting this person go. Yeah, you're focusing on you. You're focusing on your own stability. You're focusing on possibly some legal issues for some of you and focusing on your own balance. So I feel like you're pulling away from this person. They're not going to like it. But you know what? They're going to go back to themselves. They're going to, you know, kind of, because they wanted commitment with you. This person wanted to lock you down. And I don't feel like you are open for that. So I do feel that, you know, they're going to feel very rejected, basically. They're going to feel like you left them out in the cold. So they'll go and lick their wounds, and, you know, I see you moving forward from it. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. So that tells me that you're going to have a conversation with this person where you're going to just let them know, look, this isn't the relationship for me. But it's not like you don't have plenty of options, you know? So if you're young, you're single, or no matter what age you are, if you're single and you're looking at different options, you know, I don't see you being deceptive in any way, although they're feeling like you are, but I think that has to do with rejection. You know, you want to look at your options. You want to be able to, you know, date, find out who's right for you and who's not. So, yep. And I don't see you doing, you know, a wrong thing here. Justice is in the upright. So you're trying to do the right thing. But they just don't like the answer, is what it amounts to. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Scorpio. All right, so you have Moonlight. It's number 51. It is in the reverse, and we do read reversals in this particular deck. So let me read that for you. It says, your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical, and analytical. Follow it. So in the reversal, it says, too much analyzing is getting you nowhere. Stop overthinking things. You may be exhausted from second-guessing yourself all the time and losing your footing. Are you insecure about your ability to make good choices? Step back and regroup and enter into a more trusting relationship with the flow of life. Don't become overly concerned about perceived mistakes. How will you learn to dance if you don't occasionally take a misstep? On the moonlit pathways, you can discover love and truth and wondrous things. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. Go play, have fun, stay open, and trust. And you know, that last sentence, Scorpio, is, you know, it says it all. So I think you're on the right track here. Trust your intuition. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you have resonated with this reading, Scorpio, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype this video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Scorpio, know that you are loved, and namaste.